Hi Gemini and Libra and Aquarius. I am doing air signs all together because we have a lot going on right now and we're all kind of feeling similar things. So I'm starting with my goddess deck here because I want to go back to my roots, and I'm kind of getting bored of the same old, same old. So that definitely says a lot about where we are as Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So let's talk about what's going on. First thing is the solar storm has been pure chaos, very uncomfortable. First card out is a fire card, which is Page of Wands. So this is Child Creative Spark. And when I say chaotic, I mean chaotic. Like, it's been so messy and uncomfortable and almost like itching out of our skin, being uncomfortable in our own skin, which is very, very sad because we haven't been feeling like that for quite some time. We've been pretty good. So now that we have this feeling, or we've gone through this feeling, now we have to ask ourselves, how do we get out of it? The thing that sparked it, the thing that started it, is different for everybody, but it stems from one emotion, and that emotion is fear. Fear of fill in the blank. Failure, fear of not making enough money, fear of someone leaving you or a relationship not working out, fear of arguing, fear of being misunderstood, depletion. Yeah. That just says it all right there. I don't even have to say anything. That's how we've been feeling. And I'm not saying that it's so dark and heavy that we can't get out of it and can't move on. I'm just saying it's been really messed up. You know? You guys know. Depletion, which is Eight of Cups, which we know this feeling. We've been there before, but it was so long ago that it's very uncomfortable and we've been very hard on ourselves because it's this cycle of, oh no, something's starting to happen, I'm starting to feel bad, so, oh no, something else is starting to feel bad, and then, well, now I'm mad at myself for feeling bad because I should be. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. What can we look forward to in June? Because now that we're having this sudden anxious ending, it might not even be anxious, it might just be a abrupt kind of ending. June has to bloom something for us, right? Well, let's see. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles, failure, fear of failure, like I just talked about, fear of taking that leap and falling flat on your face. So these fears, you guys, we are just air signs right now. We're not doing too well, or we weren't doing too well the end of May. It's almost like self-destructive behavior, but not really, because we're aware of it. So it makes it even harder, because when you know you're doing something or feeling something wrong, or something that you don't want to feel, you start to overanalyze that and get really in your head about it. Hello, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. In our heads. Haha. Manipulation. My God, you guys. I can't even... Yeah. So we're allowing ourselves, or we have allowed ourselves to feel taken advantage of or feel underneath something where we're usually sitting on top and sitting in power. We have allowed ourselves to feel manipulated, bamboozled, whatever, however you want it. Because we're so analytical, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, we tend to go to the place in our heads that is the absolute worst. And that's not by choice. We think things through so thoroughly that we can think of the best, we can think of the worst. And when I mean the worst, I mean the worst. So sometimes we try to ignore that and push it aside, and we don't allow ourselves to take a breath and take a step back and say, oh, I wonder if I could maybe just not push the gas pedal right now. Maybe I can step on the brake and get out of the car. Or turn the car off. And then get out of the car. These metaphors are weird. Anyway, some of you will know what I'm talking about. Crone Ascension. Yeah, that makes sense. Growing from the old, ascending from the old decrepit feeling of the past BS. We're not going to let that come back to haunt us. So the only way to not go back is to go forward. The only way to not go down is to go up. So let's just keep going up. And especially during Gemini season, it's been a tricky one for air signs. It's been lots of good things and lots of bad things. There is a lot of polar feelings, polar opposite feelings. So one day could be really, really great and everything seems smooth and easy breezy and like, yeah, I got this. And then the next day is like, oh, blank, I cannot believe this is happening right now. It's too much to handle sometimes for us, and we aren't good at handling stress. You guys know that, or if you're dealing with an air sign, you know that. Not good at handling stress. Centering, 2 of Wands. So, fire, more fire. We need to pay attention to what brings us back down to earth, what centers us, what makes us feel good, and what makes us happy. And as we're going through those things, we're trying to get to a place that makes us happy, right? We're always trying to go there. We're trying to ascend from the old and never go backwards. So with recentering, we can learn to retreat into ourselves when there's chaos going on around us, right? We can retreat in and we can really start to think of how to resolve an issue or how to make the situation better for ourselves and for everyone else around us, instead of making it a worse situation because we are in our heads and freaking out about it. And letting, sometimes we let other people handle the dirty work because we literally cannot handle it sometimes, which sounds insane if you're not an air sign because you don't quite get it, unless of course you have air, moon, or rising, or Venus. But there's a lot of stigma around air signs and just being cold and off, a little bit off, right? So we could come across as cold or harsh or, you know, I don't want to use the word, but, you know, another word for off the wall. However you want to put that. So we don't care what people think about us, which is a good thing, but we do care about how we think about ourselves. And we don't want to always be known as that cold, off-putting person. It's not cool all the time. It's not fun all the time. Cool, cold. So sometimes we do let other people handle the heat and the fire, and we let other people handle the foundation of things, the fundamental part of things that are difficult, because we go way too far with it in our heads, and then it comes out of our mouth in a very maybe blunt or brutal or cold manner. So sometimes like, okay, yeah, you take that on, because I can't handle it, because I'll come across very, 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 very mean or very cold or blunt. And we don't always want to do that with certain situations. So anyway, I'm going to dive more into this in the last video that I post. So I'm going to do air signs, obviously, earth signs, fire signs, and water signs. And then I'm going to do a final video for June and what the summer solstice is bringing to our soul and how we can grow from there. And that might be a pick a card reading. I'm not sure yet. So you can subscribe or push the notification bell if you want to keep up to date on that, or follow me on Instagram. It's linked down below at Pleiadian Star Goddess Tarot. And, you know, we just have to ask ourselves, what is important right now? What is the most important thing? Mental health, physical health, financial health. What is the main thing you want to focus on for June? And just accomplish that one thing. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to figure it all out right now. I know we want to, but we don't have to, because we got a lot going on. We got quite a mess here, or we have had quite a mess, and we don't want to be in this headspace or in this confusing kind of moment of awkward growth anymore. I know we have to go through it. I know. Speaking as an Aquarius, I know. I get it. But air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, I love you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing and sticking around with this channel. It's super fun to watch it grow and to watch you guys. I love reading your comments and your feedback. So have a good month, and let's figure out what's important. Love you guys.